Hi guys, welcome to today's vlog. We decided to
sit down and basically talk about what we did while we traveled and how it was for us filming the first movie together.
Yeah, because we decided to make a movie. Many people asked us why we don't do this, and we just got the idea, and we had also the time and the resources to do so. So we decided to take this project and organize it, plan it properly. And yeah, we did it, and now we had an extraordinary experience that we want to share with you, so you get an idea how hard it was or how fun it was, because it was really a nice time. We had plenty of amazing days and moments with our friends that we shot with, and also some weird stuff. It was tiring, it was like exciting, all the things together that you can imagine. So yeah, where do I start?
Well, we start with first of all the road from where did we drive first? To Dolomites, right?
Yeah, well, we have to start a little bit earlier because we had some events before, and we didn't actually went to the Dolomites from Bucharest, from home, but we went first to Vienna, then to Poland, then to Hanover, and from Hanover we went 1,000 kilometers with the M3 to Italy, to the Dolomites. So this is how it started. We drove 1,000 kilometers in 2 days and arrived there. It was a magic moment because we've been there before.
Yeah.
And it was basically the first thing, the first location, the first hotel, and the first destination I showed ALINA after we met. And for us, it's a special place.
Yeah, but the first thing before this, how it all started with the movie, is we stopped in Innsbruck because you were looking really bad, and we stopped to the first barber shop that we found, so you can get a haircut because you look like a monkey.
Yeah, I look like a Neanderthaler, and I said it's would be not very good to start shooting like full bush. But yeah, we stopped in order to shave and to get a haircut, so we did so. We had good lunch, we had some sushi in Innsbruck.
Yeah, after a few days in Hanover where we couldn't basically eat anything.
Yeah, we didn't find any proper restaurant to get some food. We tried like a Greek, and it was
impossible to eat.
It was a nightmare. And then also Chinese restaurant or Japanese restaurant, also the worst food I ever had. I mean, I basically knew that Germany has got no good restaurants, but this city needs some proper restaurants, in my opinion. So we decided to eat McDonald's, and after McDonald's, a few days McDonald's, it was...
Mafia loves the camera.
Yes, and then we actually arrived, and on the way there we met a German speed hunter, aka Alex, aka YURI ORLOV, the character from the movie, and his dad, and we drove together to the hotel. He came with his Camaro, and his dad came with the McLaren 600 LT, and we arrived at the hotel, and I just promised them that it's a very special location, that it's something that they have never seen before, and actually they agreed. They liked the place a lot, and we spent there like 4 days. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to enjoy the hotel too much because we shot, and shooting means getting up early in the morning, working until late at night, because every frame needs to be shot properly. You need to choose locations, you have to redo it again in case it doesn't work out as you want, or you need a backup shot, so it's a bunch of work.
And we also had only 4 days to shoot and a lot of frames to shoot, and also you cannot shoot in the middle of the day because the light is not okay, so we had to deal with this, and everybody was trying to make a shadow when it was like completely sunny, and also find a place where you can do a drift or chasing between two cars, and the roads are super narrow, and also there are a lot of people with the bikes, and they have this pleasure to do this at you whenever you pass by them. It doesn't matter if you drive 30 kilometers per hour, because that's how we were actually driving, but the cars are loud and they thought that we are speeding, and they were doing this with
and
so
this
much
area
pleasure.
is for hiking, for bikes, basically for
Yeah, the mountain
leisure
activities.
activities, hiking and stuff, and basically one of the roads is closed for cars. You are not allowed to drive there, and we did because it was the only chance we can grab one special location with a nice view in the background, and we did so. And there was one guy, it was so funny because I can remember this very well. It was a guy, he saw us and he was like really doing all these movements, all these gestures, and when we passed him and on the way back, he simply put his bike in the middle of the road, so he blocked the road so we can't pass. I don't know what purpose for, but he did this, and then I think he called the police on us, so we had to just
until
drive
the
away.
police came, I think you were already in the pool.
Basically it was for nothing, but it was a funny moment that we had while shooting.
And also there was another part that we had to shoot during the night in the cigar room in the hotel. And I'm not gonna give you many spoilers, but trying to improv with the lights so it looks like we're shooting somebody, and also making everything synchronized was hard, especially after you have a good dinner and a few glasses of wine.
Yes, and we are not specialists. We don't do this like for a living like the Hollywood stars do, with a crew behind it, with a director and all this stuff. We just did it ourselves. We made basically the scenario. It was us who provided all the requisite we needed, like a gun, like light and all this stuff and costumes, and we did it just our way, and I really believe it came out really nice, and I'm looking forward to see the final product, although it's gonna be a load of work for our DOP. He's just come here, dude, come here. So come here.
Okay.
It's your time now. So
introducing ELIAN for the
introducing
first time.
Our DOP. He's the one who made it happen, who did the magic, and who will edit the whole stuff. And a few words. How was it for you to shoot a movie, because you didn't do this before, right?
Yeah, it was my first time doing a short film, but I can say that I've been dreaming about doing this for a couple of years now, and it's like a dream come true. But I'm trying not to be so overexcited because I need to edit like 2 terabytes of footage. But first and foremost, I'm glad I had the opportunity to do so. I'm glad I'm back in the automotive industry. We're bringing to life any crazy ideas that we come up with, and I'm looking forward to do the next film.
It's gonna be nice. And basic background about how should we need a name for you, actually, for our DOP. I say DOP now, is that we worked together previously. A few years ago we did some vlogs together. We made also the M3 drifting video. He was the genius behind it, who edited it. We didn't expect it, because a few years ago he did not have that much skills and experience, and I just decided to give him a shot just to edit the video. And when he came up with the final edit, it was like mind blowing. I said, what the fuck happened with you, dude? What happened with you? Magic happened. So he basically got skills. I don't know, he evolved. He's now like a total different person, and we decided to shot the movie. Welcome back.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so we're back together. I can't stay away from you. That's it. And also another thing is, when we left home, because I'll take this for myself.
Okay.
I was the one that wrote the scenario.
Yes, true.
So it was me with all the ideas. And I never did this before, and he told me you have to make a storyboard, and I was like, what does a storyboard mean? And he didn't have time to kind of explain it, so I had to Google it, and everything was like sketches and pictures. I was like, I have zero talent at drawing anything, but I can see them in my mind, the scenes and how they should work together. So I took a note on my phone, and I was like trying to explain. So Silvio is waking up, his eyes are opening, you have to film him from a so the left profile, and then you go back up, and then you move to the left. And when I explained this to Bogdan, to ELIAN, he was like, this is his second name, and we both think that it's a really nice name. He doesn't like it, so leave it in the comments if you like this name or the other one. We can make a poll with what name we should choose for him. Okay, back to this. When I explained this to him, he was like, oh, okay, I understand the scenario, but all the explanations with the scenes and everything is like crazy. And I was like, yeah, I can explain you. So we met, and he was like, let's at least talk face to face. And I was like, I cannot draw them for you, but I can like reproduce. And when I was like, babe, come up, you have to do this, you have to do this, you film it from here, and how I was actually viewing them. And we got along super fast and really good, and he understood what I was seeing. He told me from his professional point of view how we should actually do it, and we took some things out, added some things, and we also left to this adventure being afraid of some scenes, because they
like
were
the fighting scenes.
Yeah, the fighting scenes, because they're delicate, and if you don't have a crew and you're not a trained actor or somebody that actually knows how to fight, it's gonna be hard. And also we kind of understood on our own skin that the fight scenes cannot be done without touching, so we actually had to fight.
Yeah, it was funny because I wasn't there actually. It was the day off, because we filmed every day, and there were some scenes without me, and also other scenes without her. So they basically tried to knock her out with the gun, and it didn't work out because it looked fake. So
they knocked me out.
They actually knocked her out for real. So they smashed her with the gun in order to look real. So that was the funny part. And
they also put me in a truck.
After, don't spoil too much.
No, sorry.
Don't spoil too much.
But I never knew I had claustrophobia before they
getting there.
They put me in a truck.
So they put you in a trunk, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
so you guys can be excited about it, because it's gonna be something really different. We didn't do it before. I think no one in the automotive industry did something similar. For sure, there are better movies and longer movies, but we are experiencing this. We tried to get there, and this was the first time we did it, and I think it's kind of unique and very nice project. The second challenge was chasing scenes between her and YURI Orlov, which is the bad guy in the movie, which is played by the German speed hunter, aka Alex. It was very difficult because we needed a rig with a car. So the best option for this was our friend Christian, because he has a lot of experience. We did a lot of footage before with him, some movies, also some vlogs. And I knew if I asked him if he wants to join us to do this, to finalize this project, he's gonna say yes, and he was very excited about it, and he helped us a lot with
Luna.
With actually shooting it, because he's very strict when it comes, and he's very precise. He likes to do things properly with storyboard, and he was a big he played a big role in realizing this project, actually. Yeah, and then we moved to Monaco
after 600 kilometers that we drove in about 9 hours, because people that drive in Italy, don't get me wrong, Italy is one of our favorite countries. We like the seaside part.
We definitely love Italy.
We love Italy. Full on, everybody is so nice. Every time we go to the Dolomites, we feel like home, and all the people are extremely nice. But when you guys drive, it's not that nice, because you either don't let people pass you,
they don't let you overtake.
They don't let you.
3 lanes. Most of the time people drive on the third and on the second lane, and they don't really overtake, they just drive there. Doesn't matter if the person on the second lane drives 130, all the other people on the third lane drive the same speed, and it's really annoying because you have to overtake on the right side, which is not very nice. But
after 20 kilometers behind you, and flashing and signals, and you just don't move. We have to overtake you. But I can understand that you want to control the traffic and whatever, but it's at the end of the day it's our problem if we get a fine. Yet we didn't want to stay in the car for a long time because we were tired. We had to shoot on the exact same day, and we just wanted to get there and relax, so the next day we can be completely okay and fresh.
But this is where the funny part comes in. We basically booked an apartment for all of us, for the whole crew and for the whole team and for us in Nice, because I thought Nice is a nice city and we could spend time together talking about the project and planning the scenes for the next days. But I think you can better explain what happened then, because it was so funny.
I was the one who booked everything, and I was talking through email with somebody from this apartment. I don't know if it was the owner or whatever, and they messaged me that I have to let them know which hour we arrive, and I told them, well, we have to drive at least 600 kilometers, so I cannot tell you precisely what hour we will arrive, but I guess it will be around, I told them 7:45 to 8 p.m. and they told us, okay, you have to be there before 8 because otherwise you have to pay a late check-in, which I've never heard before. I can understand a late check-in if I arrive at 3 in the morning and I wake you up.
Should be something from France, because French people are like
the ones that have
special breed.
And I was okay, fine. And then there was a crash on the highway and GPS changed and we were driving at 8:05 or something like this, and I texted that guy, or I don't know, and I texted him and I was like, the GPS says 8:05, we'll probably drive a little bit faster, but, and he was like, yeah, okay, before 8:15 I will let you check in without that late check-in tax. And I was like, perfect, fine. We get in Nice at 8:05, 8:06, something like this, and I was trying to call the number that they gave me, calling and calling and calling. Nobody was picking up. It was 8:20 when they finally picked up. The address that they gave us was not right, even though it was 300 meters away, but it was not the one they were providing on Airbnb. We got there and I met a girl who was not speaking French, neither English, only Russian, with the Google Translate on, and the city was looking really, really bad, or at least the part of the city where this apartment was. The entrance was masked by garbage and rats, which was kind of not okay. We were there with the Lambo and he was waiting for me outside to do the check-in, and in 5 minutes around 12 kids jumped on the car, which is not the thing that you want with the Lambo. And also I was going up and the block was smelling really bad because of all the garbage outside. And when I entered the apartment, everything that was looking exactly like the pictures were the colors of the pillows. That was all. And nothing was working, like the
air conditioning.
No, one of the air conditioning was working, but the bathroom was, you can shower like this. You can't move more if you turn like this. There was no space.
Tiny.
The shower was tiny. The stove, didn't work. The windows, the bedrooms, you couldn't close the windows.
So basically, you had to sleep with all the noise from outside. And everything was off. It was not like in the description of the Airbnb, and we had big difficulties with finding parking because we had 3 cars, especially with the Lambo. You just can't park a Lambo, especially not this modified one, on the street. There was no provided parking.
And also the girl that was showing me the apartment didn't speak anything, so she was texting with I think the guy that owned the apartment, and he was like, yeah, they have to pay the late check-in, and I was like, I don't have to pay anything because you didn't answer the phone, I was there. And he was like, yeah, but you still arrived later, so we waited for you 20 minutes. No, you didn't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
It was not my problem. And I sent him a screenshot with all the calls, the missed calls that they had from us, and he was like, yeah, okay, fine. the adventure didn't stop. We were super hungry, didn't stop to eat because we were super busy and wanted to get there as soon as possible. And the adventure continued with us trying to find a okay place to park the car. The only option was checking into a hotel that had a private parking. We got to this hotel, checked in like a normal basic hotel with a private parking, and when we realized we didn't eat anything that day, it was already 11 and everything was closed.
Everything was closed, we didn't get any food, so the only option was McDonald's
again.
So we ate McDonald's like for the fourth day in a row, and usually we are very used to eat very healthy and very regular. So we had no regular food, we didn't find parking, we were very tired after 9 hours of driving. We needed to take a shower because we were like sweating. It was 44 degrees all the time, and it was a big adventure. So in the end, we ate at McDonald's. We found a proper hotel where I could park the car in front in order to be safe, but the guys didn't. So all the equipment in the car, which is a lot. Our DOP had even his computer, like the big computer with him, and the monitor and stuff in order to be able to edit stuff while we are on the way, not to be late with posting on YouTube. They had to take all the equipment from the car up to the apartment. The elevator was tiny, they couldn't use it because somehow you had to go up with the elevator and then go down on the stairs again, right?
Yeah.
And it was useless, so they had to carry all the equipment up
for 1.5 levels.
Exactly.
It was not 2 levels.
Because the parking they found was actually very creepy. There was a burnt down car where parked next to them. Yeah, whatever. It would have been not a good idea to keep anything in the car that could be stolen. So it was a big adventure, and big rats, big animals.
This size.
Yes.
She's our rat. Because now Muffin lives with his girlfriend because they cannot be apart anymore. And this was the size of the rat that they found. She's our rat.
Yeah, the adventure continued because we actually met a guy in Dubai. We were in the pool. His daughter splashed some water on us, and he apologized. We had no problems with that, so we started talking. It was a while ago when we were in Dubai, and he told us, yeah, I got a brother. He's very wealthy. He's a billionaire. He's got a yacht in Monaco and stuff, or in Cannes. And I will introduce you to him. He's also here, so we can have dinner later. We did this. We had dinner. Was a very nice guy, very funny and very polite. But we didn't really expect it to be that, or him to be that rich, or to have so much money, because such a normal guy can't be that rich. We had the idea that people act maybe differently when they have so much money. And I got his number in Dubai, and I just got the idea. What if we just ask him if we can shoot something for the movie on his yacht? And I texted him. So we met. He said, okay, I'm here, I'm in Cannes, we can meet, and we can go on a boat and have some fun, or just spend some time together. And this is what we did. We actually went on the boat, and this guy was really nice. We had so much fun. We went on the board, like on the water,
you destroyed
boarding,
half of
where
your
I
skin.
destroyed half of my skin. Maybe you saw it on Instagram on the stories. And we had a really nice day with this guy. He's a really good friend, actually. We had nice conversations. He smoked his cigar, but I didn't have the cojones. I didn't really want to ask him if it's possible to shoot, because I usually prefer like the human part, like to be friends with somebody, and not to. I don't like people to think, or I don't want it to look like I take advantage of something. So I didn't ask him. And then we went back from the yacht, went to the hotel, and I texted him whether he's got Instagram or not, because I filmed all day and I wanted to tag him. Maybe it helps him. Some people want that, some people don't. And he said, of course, yes, I have Instagram. There we go. He gave me his Instagram account. And we just saw that this guy was really crazy. And on his wedding day, he was wearing like flip-flops and
furry flip-flops.
Furry. And he had a red devil tattooed on his leg, and we said maybe it was a bad idea not to ask him, because
he might like
it, you know. And I said, screw it, I'll just text him. And right away I took my phone, I sent a message and asked him, dude, what do you think about the idea of shooting some footage on your yacht. Maybe you want to play a role in the movie. He didn't really understand, but he said, okay, no problem. And I said, okay. So this is an example for never giving up, and or if you want something, just go and get it. Don't hesitate. Don't just go and get it. Grab it. It's yours. Grab it. What can he say? Just no. Easy. And he said yes. So we did. Next day again, we went on the yacht. And funny thing is that we wanted to do this with a wheel.
Okay, we carried a wheel through Europe.
Yes, we carried a wheel throughout the whole continent, from Romania to Poland, from Poland to Hanover, from Hanover to the Dolomites, from the Dolomites to Monaco. And it's really huge, it's humongous, and we had so much stuff with us, like gear and our own luggage and stuff, and a ton of other things, and it was really difficult to do so, but we made it. So we took the wheel, we took it on the boat, we filmed the scene, and funny thing is we filmed the scene with him because we needed a billionaire, like a wealthy looking guy, and he actually needed just to play himself, and he did it that well, and he liked it so much, and we had so much fun doing this that it became an unforgettable day and a super nice scene for the movie.
Yeah. Should we tell them about the helicopter?
The helicopter scene? Yeah, no.
Not the scene, but everything that happened to the helicopter. That was almost strangling somebody.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that.
When we were in the Dolomites, the other people that came with us, they were leaving on Thursday, and that was kind of the day we can relax and shoot what we were missing, but small parts. And they were like, let's do something unforgettable with this trip, and let's take a helicopter, book a helicopter, and just see the Dolomites from above. And I personally don't like flying. I'm okay with whatever it takes, but I don't like the takeoff. For me, the first 5 minutes in a plane during the takeoff, I almost break his hand. I cannot breathe. I'm scared. And he also said like, but let's do it. You will probably not get a chance to do this again. Or
especially not in the Dolomites, where you have this super nice environment to see this beauty from above. It's
and also there the weather is super crazy, and the day was actually perfect for this. No clouds, no wind, and I was super scared, and I was not agreeing with doing this, but we got there, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it, but not 50 minutes, only 30. And everybody was like, yeah, okay, we do it 30 minutes. And then I saw the pilot, and he looked like he was 12, and I was like, no, I'm not getting into that thing with that guy that is younger than me. How can he control this? He's not mature enough.
He really looked young.
Yeah, he looked really young, and I was like, I'm not getting there. I was running inside. He was like, yeah, please come. And I was like, no, I'm not getting into the helicopter. He finally made me do it to shoot a reel. You saw the reel on Instagram, and when I got into the helicopter, he put me in the middle. He came, closed the door, and I couldn't get out anymore. I was like, okay, fine. They just put something on my head, headphones, and we took off, and I had a panic attack. My legs were shaking. I couldn't feel my jaw
She was
at all.
squeezing my hand that bad that I couldn't feel it anymore. Like I had no blood inside anyone. My fingers became like
blue,
violet, you know.
Yeah, and I couldn't feel my jaw. I was not seeing well. I was dizzy, and he told me, you're gonna break my hand, so you have to like squish something else. And in front of me there was German speed hunter's dad, and the seatbelt was kind of around his neck and going backwards, like down.
Yeah, it was kind of a seatbelt going like.
Yeah, but it was around his neck.
So she grabbed it like this.
I didn't know what it was.
After leaving my hand, she didn't know what it was, but she pulled it down that hard that this guy almost like.
I was strangling him because the seatbelt was going around his neck, and I was strangling him, and he was like this. He was trying to film, and I saw him, and he was talking through the microphone. And I was like, I cannot breathe. What is happening? And that's when I realized I was strangling him with the seatbelt. And I let him go, and he went like this. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, but I'm scared. And I realized it's fine when the pilot stopped and the helicopter was completely still. No movement, no wind, and that's when I realized that it's actually okay, because that's what I'm scared of.
It was just floating in the air like this.
Yeah, the wind was something that was scary, because when I got into a helicopter I was imagining some strong wind that will bump us into the mountain and they will find us looking like this somewhere in the woods. And I didn't want to die like this, and that's why I was super scared. But when everything was super still and chill, I relaxed. I was watching everything and we took pictures. I'm never gonna do it again, but it was an experience.
Yeah, and by the way, the pilot was one of the most experienced ones.
Yeah, they had, and he was not that young.
He was like, I think he was young. He was 24. He was not that old either.
Yeah.
But he was one of the best pilots.
They had.
And we came back safely,
yeah,
and we had a nice time. And we had also like a nice time shooting all this thing. It was an amazing experience for all of us, although we didn't have that much experience shooting. It came out, I think, really nicely. It's really badass.
And it all started with the first scene that we shoot was actually the last scene in the movie. And it was a dialogue between the two of us, not just a normal dialogue on the sofa. Oh my god, we had 2 lines to say. We couldn't stop laughing.
It took us 2 hours.
It took us 2 hours.
You know these moments when you really are not allowed to laugh, like to be serious, like in school. You're having a conversation with a teacher and you really want to be serious to pass this exam, and you have to laugh like crazy. This is what happened to us.
Yeah, because he was laughing so hard and I was super serious and I was annoyed because he couldn't stop laughing. And I was smoking a cigarette. I was like, yeah, just relax and you will control yourself better. And then he was like, yeah, now I'm good, I can be serious, everything is fine. We sat down and cameras were on and he says the first line and I say the second and I burst into laughing, and then I laughed for 20 minutes.
And we shot this right before the sex scene. Do I spoil too much?
Yeah, you spoil too much.
I don't spoil anymore. That's it. We don't say anything else about it, just that we are looking forward to post it so you guys see it. And yeah, let us know your opinion about doing such projects, if you
are excited about
like the idea, or let us know if you're excited about it, exactly, because we are. And yeah, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, and also let us know in the comments the names for him.
Yeah, so please, do you want Bogdan or Elian? What is better? What you prefer?
You have to
drop the comments.
Leave your name there.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Enjoy yourself.